Well, it's getting close to Thanksgiving, and you know what that means. Gobble, gobble. So we have to make a turkey hat. And I think this is a great way to do it too. Just kind of a headband, and they get to add the feathers and the beak and the eyes and the wattle. So all of that is in place. And so let me walk you through kind of how we made it. I'm just gonna leave it on. I think it messed up my hair. So anyway, go ahead and cut the band however wide you want it to be. I think it's kind of a wide band, so keep that in mind. So, all right, so we're going to act like this is the back of it, because I've got a little discoloring on the back. We want to add the feathers. So decide what color you want your center feather and stick that on there. And then keep adding the feathers as you go. And you can just cut out the feather shapes, or if you want to actually run a copy of a pattern or something and let the kids cut them out, that's fine too. There's no big deal. However you want to do it best, that works for me. I think it's easier just to kind of eyeball it and freehand it, but you may not be comfortable with that, and I so get that, and I don't want you to feel like you have to do that. But while you're doing this, be sure that you always take time to talk with your kids and build relationships with them. What are you going to do at Thanksgiving this year? Tell me something that you're thankful for, and have lots of great conversation like that. And I think one of the ways that you'll build a lot of interest in making one of these is if you will wear it. Go ahead and greet your kids when they come into the classroom by wearing yours, and they'll already be intrigued to be a part of it and want to be like you and have that. So the feathers are on there the way that we've got them, so that's easy enough. Now let's go ahead and add the eyes and the beak. So I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna add 2 red dots. I know, that sounds like a scary bird, but I have some stick-on wiggly eyes to put on there to help him. So that'll be fun. I think you can see that pretty good. And here's a tip. Just take the very feather you were working on and cut it kind of like a diamond to be the beak. You can just use the end of it, and suddenly you've got a beak. See, isn't that easy? It works great. And we also want a wattle. Now something you want to notice on mine is that it's kind of a heart shape with the heart underneath. So let's cut it like that. So let's say that this is the point, well, let's use this one. Let's say this is the point of the heart. Let's go ahead and add the other part of the heart like this. So it's a heart shape, but this way we're going to tuck in the point of the heart, and there's his wattle. So that's pretty easy to do. First of all, let's go ahead and put the wattle on. And tell your kids about it being called a wattle, and see if they want to give you their idea. What do you think that's called? What do you think that is? I think part of teaching kids, one of my favorite parts, is that they're entertaining. So you might as well enjoy the entertainment. All right, and then you can wrap it around and hook it on to their heads, or tape it in the back so that it would stay as a fit over their head. Pretty easy to make. I think you'll enjoy doing it this year for your getting ready for Thanksgiving. Hey, we've got lots of great ideas in our book. It's called Holiday Ideas 365. Great ideas for the whole year. Simple, just like this. Things you probably have on hand. Even if you didn't have the googly eyes or the wiggly eyes, you could just use a black marker and make a dot on that little sticker. So that would work great. You can download the entire free book at Mr. Mark's Classroom when you sign up for the Kids Ministry Tip of the Day. And it's called Kids Ministry Motherload of Ideas, and you can have it for free. Check out all of our resources at Mr. Mark's Classroom that we have. And by the way, this episode is brought to you by the Classroom 405, where you can get training for lots of things to do in your kids ministry. Check out the speaking page at Mr. Mark's Classroom to see all the great choices you have.